Well, Jonesy, plenty going on. Of course, the Lakeside Classic coming up as we keep talking about. What a fantastic event that's going to be. Can't wait.
Heritage Touring Cars, always a favourite of mine.
Yep.
Trans
Ends up right now, though.
Yep. They'll be backing up at the Lakeside Classic as well. But they're here at Queensland Raceway for 2 days of thunder today. Pole position and untouched in pole position was Charlie O'Brien in the Pontiac Firebird.
Clear class of the field. In fact, it was absolutely clear class of it. Hang on a second.
Craig Harris in the Ford Mustang will start alongside the Garage 88 machine. The second of the FATAS entries, the car of Ian Woodward, starts out of position number 3 in the number 72 Camaro. Alongside him, John English in the number 14 Ford Mustang. Brett Curran will start out of position number 5 in his fastback Mustang.
He's there actually, and that fantastic green Mustang of Mr. Anthony Tenkate, the Incredible Hulk. Marvellous cars, absolutely marvellous shot. These guys provide when they come out on the racetrack. They just provide such a spectacle, Jonesy, don't they?
Yeah, they're gorgeous devices. These classic late 60s, early 70s American muscle.
John Samuels will line up in behind Ian Palmer, and then Dale Mathers, the first of our Kiwis here this weekend, with him and Brownie.
That's the fifth row of the grid.
Running the total 5th row. Then we've got Allingham, brand new race car for him this weekend. So great to see Martin O'Kane. Now Gimblett surprises me back that far, really does. Sean English driving the 5-litre car this week in the 44 car with Pacala, Eric there, and of course the new car for Botel, which is the Pontiac, running at the back of this field. So one car that's not there is the car of young Miss Chant, and she hasn't joined us at the grid, which is a pity.
There may have been an issue in private practice which has caused a withdrawal, shall we say. So
I saw Mike Collins here.
Yeah, Collins is here. I saw the car is here.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's the car that Jody was due to drive?
That's what, as far as I know. So.
Yeah, okay. Well, we are away on the warm-up lap now.
Yes, and there's that man, Charlie O'Brien. And there we talk about English gets... He's had a problem on the start line. There he is there. Yeah. I saw him in the background of the shot. Jonesy not get away.
Wait away, yeah. So
this will be an interesting 8-lap journey too. Of course, being brought to by some different sponsors this weekend with these guys.
New series sponsor for them. Loaders Are Us. This is Alwyn Bishop's business.
Yep.
And is the new series sponsor, taking over from 10K Plant Hire, who has been the naming rights sponsor of the series for the last
couple of years, actually.
Yeah, a couple of years. So it's magnificent to see. And now there's a notable absence all by himself, because Alwyn Bishop's Mustang is here, but he's not qualified. I noticed that the Collins Chant car is on the grid. Didn't make it out for qualifying, but the number 22 car has joined the tail of the field.
All right, we'll have to check. We'll have to monitor
but
that.
Yeah, Mike's the timing system has Mike in the car,
which is not what I've got. But what's our program say? It's not him at the wheel, is it? No. Here's the field coming down now. Good, as I said, good to see the Kiwis back over for the challenge again, the Trans-Tasman challenge. Coming across the Big Dutch, coming over to play with the Jandals and the Jillibins. I'll get every one of the phrases out. They'll all be out shortly.
Yeah, Scott McLaughlin's going to walk all the way down from the Northern Territory to
slip me. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is at the back of the bus. You are right. The 22 car. Alrighty. I didn't get any of the Jones boys up giving us any information, so you think must have been A-OK after qualifying?
Collins is down as the 22. Chant was actually entered in a different car.
Okay,
white number 55. So I think that's Mike Collins there.
All right. I'll take that back then. So Botel, we're at the back of the bus.
Yeah, another car that didn't struggled a bit during the qualifying session, but we're about to get started for the New Zealand versus Australia Trans Am Challenge. This is round 4, I should say, of the Australian Trans Am Series. And the pack descends on turn number. Look at that. What gorgeous.
What a great long shot. Harris cannot let Charlie O'Brien go.
No. In
And
fact, losing the start has been a major setback for Harris already.
Yeah, he really he doesn't have any drama in straight line. There's no denying that, but he can't let Charlie go.
Woodward's got a little bit of a grip issue there because the back end of the car not nailed down. It could be just exuberantly driven.
Yes, I'd say more than likely so. I bought. Well, hang on. Probably Kay's paying for that drive more than likely, not Ian. I'd say just partly. Although Kay's got a new car on the build, can you believe that? I'll talk to you more about that throughout the weekend as well.
I certainly can believe it, as this huge pack of Trans-Ams fire through turn 3 for the run down the Lake Straight.
The Cuda got a good start. That's excellent to see.
Mathers is the leading New Zealand car at the moment in the
English
fastback
gets sideways out of 4.
In fact, Mathers is well up the field there. He's chasing after 10K at the moment.
He got a great. Actually, he got a fantastic start, Dale Mathers, and he really has done a great job of getting that car along. Oh!
Yeah, car sideways further back. It's the Firebird of Botel.
That was a major tank slap, and that got his attention too, I can tell you. He is wide awake at the wheel of that car. Oh, and there's a problem. As that English coming in the background, looked like it may be.
No, I think it's O'Kane.
Okay, was it 8? Okay, right, 8 O'Kane in. All right, out in front. No way in the world is Harris going to let this car go. He will stay with him. He will be stuck to him like glue as they come through turn number 2, down onto the long back straight.
Yeah, passing the stranded car of Richard Gresham from the previous race. Another car that's missing, John Samios, didn't take the start in the fastback Mustang, so there's some dramas going on.
He did have that problem. I don't know what the problem is. I'd say Nick and him are working frantically trying to get that car back on track. You can tell that, there is English, so you are right, it would have been O'Kane. There is Dale Mathers. There is, of course, the Z20 Camaro. Brown. I can't let that car. I just think it's sensational.
Bumblebee.
Here we come. Now, I'm looking at Woody's car. That car looks a lot more aggressive in the rake on the front end of this race meeting. Like the front end's a lot lower than it's ever been.
Yeah, Woody seems to prefer that because you see the Firebird that Woody spent so much time in when that car's been is another low slung car as well.
Current down the inside. Took evasive action. No room for him there.
No, English was perfectly entitled to keep the door shut in that regards. So Curran's lost 2 positions at least. In fact, he's falling into the clutches of Mathers now as well, the top New Zealander. Back further up the field though, we see Tenkate there ranging up on the tail of Palmer in the Barracuda we've not made much mention of since the race started.
The Cuda is under siege by the Hulk.
Yeah, the two of the prettiest cars in the field here.
Oh, can't match the straight line speed of that Cuda. It has got some sniff. It's got Mopar money under the front of that, and it is gone in a straight line.
I didn't think 10K got the best of exits out of turn 2 either, which is critical for your speed down the back straight here at QR.
He's so good on brakes, Anthony 10K, and they are not letting English get away. Neither of these cars are at all. It looks like he can't get the power down, Jonesy. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just lighting the rear tyres up, trying to get the power on too early. Not too sure what's going on at the moment with the setup. The Cuda looks nice and balanced, though he is bouncing up the curves, getting it into the apex early, which to me, knowing the way Ian drives, means that car might have some understeer issues at the moment, and it might not be as happy as it should be. Look at him closing in onto the back of the flying John English, but English has got no answer to Woodward, Harris and O'Brien up front.
I'm wondering if the old rear deck spoiler that English has acquired on the Mustang might be producing more drag than downforce.
Oh, it could be doing either one because it's very vertical, isn't it, really, to be honest? But you won't know that. No. John will be chasing. It's always been a problem. He said to me, car feels nervous midway through a long apex corner. Hence the reason why he's trying to get it stuck to the ground a bit more than he has been.
Well, fair enough.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, out in front, there's that man, Charlie O'Brien. He is bumper to bumper ahead of everybody else.
Yeah,
I've been trying to work out how to get that whole X race car gig into it, but he's got away from Harris, and Harris. Oh, look at Woody at them in the background. Now, what's off the back of Woody's car? Something is broken under the back of Ian Woodward's car. There is. Yeah, just you can see it says here, Jonesy, in the shot.
Has he lost a suspension arm?
You know, I can't tell you what that is under that car. We'll try and get a shot on it. That's one of the. Is that part of the leaf springs?
The thought occurred to me that
That's why it's so taily.
Yeah.
That's you know what? That's why the whole body language of the car is really different. Has that broken the spring?
And the thought occurred to me belatedly
Or is it Jonesy? No. What that is in
the
fact
roll bar?
the sway bar.
The sway bar,
Sway bar. So it's come in. They've let him know.
Yeah.
So that is the sway bar. So that's what's broken. I'd say that it looked too round and too narrow to be a sway bar, to be a spring. So glad about though close on shot. There's the 88 garage car of Craig Harris.
The moment I thought of suspension arm, the thought came back to me. Hang on, 1960s car, not really applicable.
No.
But you got it. You got it right there. It's the old sway bar, turning the car into Dick Johnson 1981.
The rear end would have been floating around like your foot in a bucket. It would have been dreadful. That's why it was so taily. Well, there's Craig Harris. He's got a lot of work to do to try and keep it. Well, to stay in touch with that man in front of him.
Well, no, he's not keeping in touch, and you see Harris has got a bit of push going on there.
Yeah, the car looked. Actually, the car didn't look happy, did it?
Ploughing across the corner like a combine harvester.
A lot of these guys have gone to the bigger tyre on the front, and I think that this may have been the issue. Although Curran has gone to the smaller front tyres. Now that'll be Woody driving through underneath us. We can hear in the tower here.
Yeah, when the Trans Ams are out on track and someone's coming down the pits for whatever reason, the tower shakes.
It's the delicate sound of thunder as they roll past.
It's not so much something you hear with your ears as feel with your feet.
Now, to be honest, I think the Coot has come to the setup at the moment because he looks a bit more comfortable. Off the corner, he's very quick, but.
Well, both Palmer and Tankate look like they're making an impression on English now.
They are.
Curran has climbed after his incident before, has climbed back through the order, and Tankate's his next target.
3 laps remaining, Jonesy.
Well, the gap out front's out to 4.5 seconds now, so Charlie O'Brien's bashing them into submission at the moment as we continue to watch the battle here between Palmer and Tankate. Now, one of the cars going down the front straight sounded off song just then. So
I'm not sure who that is. The only car that far back in the field will be Botel. Because that would only be Botel that far. Well,
no,
Botel's just come past.
Yeah. So it's
Allingham. Allingham had actually,
maybe
to be honest,
Sean English.
Sean English, you're right. Well, that where he is
on
the
screen,
track now.
Cameras have picked him up. Maybe that's the reason the cameras have picked him up, because his car doesn't sound great.
Where is he in the field at the moment? He's in 11th place.
Second last.
So
11th, third last.
Yeah.
Considering that Woodward's no longer running. So we see the 44 car, the second of the English family.
Okay, Matt, can you please find me the race lead, please?
So there he is.
I think he is just around.
And we're now picking up Murray Brown at the moment, the yellow and black Camaro, with that's Gimblett next.
And it's really
second and third amongst the
I know. So that far back in the back, and there's the man who's been dominating you so far, and that is Charlie O'Brien.
Now, with Gimblett up to be third of the New Zealanders, Allingham's had a little bit of an issue and fallen back.
Look, that car, fresh out of the box, too, brand new car, first laps that's ever turned here in Australia. So you'd expect some teething problems at the car.
Yeah, and getting a car to hold the pace over a race distance, certainly not something that happens instantly.
Look at the gap between him and Harris, and it is daylight now.
The Firebird looks like it's on rails. It's certainly the white Firebird looks thoroughly planted, as we see John English here on screen, who's holding down third position, I should say.
He's done a great job of keeping these guys at bay because pace-wise they are very, very quick.
The field is bunching up behind English, though. Another lap or so, and things could have got very interesting, but the race is going to run out before these 4 cars bunch up together. English, Palmer, Tankate, Curran in the background there in the white Mustang. Mathers is next. There's a brief track red blur in the long shots. Charlie O'Brien started the final lap of the race.
So there it is. That's the problem when it's slowing. It's still got that breathing issue out of the back. We can see it in the long shot. We're talking about that car right there.
Botel,
yeah. We can see in a long shot that he's got issues, but there's Craig Harris in second place at the moment with 1 lap left to travel, and he has got no answer to that man out front.
Car looks good at the southern end of the circuit, but when they get up to the northern end and there's 2 near hairpins at turns 3 and 6, The
Well,
car
there-
just
well, there's
isn't
the gap.
making the corner, really, is it,
Well, there's
Susie?
the race leader driving past, and he's now half the length of that internal straight as the gap. So he's gotten away, and Charlie be driving within himself too at the moment. He wouldn't be doing anything too hard.
Yeah, and English is going to be punishing those fronts, trying to get the power down as early as possible out of turns 3 and 6.
So tyre wear is going to be an issue for these guys over the weekend. So maybe they're waiting for Charlie O'Brien to come back to them.
They do have a limited allocation of tyres, don't they?
They run 6 marked tyres for the race meeting. 4 on the car, 2 spares, 1 front, 1 rear normally.
So a puncture at any point of the weekend.
Here we go.
is
Here's the
crucial.
last roll of the dice, Jonesy. Checkered flag out.
And Charlie O'Brien has taken victory. Craig Harris crosses the line in second. Now this battle in third is not really going to be a battle. Oh, we've got a car spun at turn 6. I think it's Curran. That was Palmer and Tankate got to the line together, and they're in 7th position, and we haven't had another car come through. Oh, here we go now. So there was a huge gap after Palmer and Tankate before Curran. Now, did Curran and Mathers get to the line together or not? Curran just beat Mathers to the line. He's had a spin and almost lost the position to Mathers. So Mathers home for 7th. He started around, 10th or so?
Yeah, he did, so he's coming forward.
Murray Brown, second of the New Zealanders, home in 8th position, ahead of Gimblett in the Dale Earnhardt tribute car. Allingham rounds out the top 10 ahead of Sean English. And we've
Mike
still
Collins still to finish, coming down now, and Botel will still run as a finisher.
And they're both crossing the line
About
now.
There we go.
Yeah.
And then Ian Woodward
Out of the race.
Did not come back. All right, what a run that is. So Charlie O'Brien takes another win. Craig Harris, John English, Palmer, Tenkate, Curran, Mathers, Brown, Kimblett, Allingham, English, Collins and Botel. That rounds out the 13 cars that did take the checkered flag. We're going to take a break. Back on the other side of this, Jonesy. More action coming your way.